Here we go. Perfect timing on the music there. If you
Thank
just
you.
keep it going, that'll be a good intro for it.
That's all I got.
Yep.
Mm,
Well, I see something got to happen here. We're going to have to bump it up by about, I don't know, 100 subs and 100 likes to lift the curtain tonight. It's not much to ask.
That's a lot to ask in vaping.
That actually is. I'll
It's
probably get a decrease of 100, but we're shooting for an extra 100 before the show's over with tonight. So just saying. Man, I can't believe it's Tuesday already. Seems
I
like
can't
it's.
believe I can't believe Mike quit doing videos. He's
I know,
done.
I know, man. It's kind of a shocker. I don't know if that's gone public yet, but that is
Sad
kind of
day.
shocking to know that.
Sad day in the vape industry, folks.
Yep. I don't know. I don't know. But I guess we should lift the curtain and get on with this crap.
Let's
So,
go.
I don't know. Do
You guys
y'all
made
think this is the smoothest transition in any damn show game?
This isn't a vape show.
You're correct, kid. So, let's get this shit going. Here we go, folks. What's going on, folks? It is the True Vapor Show number 346.
Oh, I think you got that thing going on with your voice again.
What's going on?
Oh, maybe I'm just going crazy. Anybody in chat, does anyone notice a difference with ST's voice, or is it just me?
Do I have that smooth voice going on, or do I really have some crazy shit going on here? It's perfect time to have to find out about it right now.
It's like very, very minimal, but it's there.
Well, let's see what
Anyways,
everybody says before, or I'm just going to be talking all smooth tonight.
it's just like it's slow and smooth. Not slow, but just like God, it's hard to explain.
Steve says just you. Ron says no,
All right,
no.
all right, then it's just me. I'm going deaf, I think.
Sounds normal to me. Okay. I'm trying to bring y'all that smooth radio talk, but it might be just too smooth for y'all. I don't know.
It's very like low key, like hey everybody, how you doing tonight? That's what it's like.
Oh goodness. Well, anyway, let's get on with this shit. It's Tuesday night, and I thought we would bring you some news like here pretty quick, but this news actually happened yesterday. So if you remember what we were talking about this past weekend, for those of y'all that are not in the state of Tennessee, probably no big deal to y'all, but for me, pretty big deal. But that bill got kicked in the ass before it even went anywhere. And apparently, Dimitri had a lot to do with this one, if not all. I don't know. I'm certain there might have been a few other hands involved, but you know how Dimitri does shit. I mean, he is the guru for Tennessee when it comes to vaping. So apparently, that bill got shut down before it even went anywhere.
Oh,
So
nice. That's
that
pretty quick.
was definitely awesome to hear. Angel Gomez, thank you for the donation there, sir. He says, "What's up, Big Papa and Mark? I was going to save this donation for Friday, but I don't think Mark deserves it. Mark doesn't deserve any of it. But you know what? Here I am. I've jumped off the rail already. I mean, I don't know. You're gonna see probably the same old shit. But Mark, take it away."
I unpinned your comment, by the way. It was taking up too much of my screen.
Okay, well, it's still on mine,
Oh,
so
is it? Okay. Thank God. Same shit for the past like 12 months. The Boxer triple with the Sakers, and still waiting on my new coils. Horizon Tech. Still waiting on them. Got some of that right there. It's gotten so much better. Pod systems, where are they at? Yep, we got a bunch of what do they call? I just reviewed them like 5 seconds ago.
oh
I forgot the
gosh.
name of them already. delicious, and we got a bunch of other stuff on the side, but none of that matters, does it? Nope, sure doesn't. Take it away, Mike Vapes.
All right. Well, I mean, I go by many a names, but anyway, I would be rocking this little joker right here, the little stump, but there's something I need to do, something that I keep forgetting to do. So Ginger advised me on the proper batteries I should get for this for a good long run time for it. And the ones I've got are kind of old and cheesy and they're not holding a charge all that long. And actually I ran my last one down and forgot to charge the other ones, but so I'm not using that. So I jumped back over to the Boxer side by side with the intake MTL and then, all the other little pod shit here. And yeah, same old, same old. Somebody's got to get us some new shit so we can start holding up some new shit.
New shit.
Oh, we got some donations coming there. Chris Matty, thank you for the donation. He says, Mark, you need to get a hashtag ST stump in your life so that way you can feel something else that's small in your hand. Love you, boys. Hashtag ST stump. Well,
way too small and way too underpowered for me.
yeah. He'll catch on one day. And then I'm just going to call you Country Boy because I just like the sound of that better. Thank you for the donation there, sir. He said, Mark was definitely right. That banana bondage is fire. About to get, what? 220 ml bottles of it. How?
Oh, I think he's talking about the Stevie Marquez banana bondage.
Did he name his shit that too?
Yeah, he called it the banana bondage clone. I think that's the. I'm not sure that's the final name of it, but yeah, that's it.
Gotcha. Well, there you go. So I guess I think there's been a couple of clones running around of that shit here lately. Who knows? I don't know, but
yeah, I could have swore someone said that the recipe is like on one of those websites.
it could be. So technically, you're not cloning it. You're just copying a recipe down, and
Like
don't.
if you know how to mix, then you can make it. But
Yeah.
apparently, a lot of people have not been successful, from what I heard. I don't know.
I mean, you definitely don't have to use the same name if you don't personally want to. But I guess unless you've trademarked that name, which I don't think it was ever trademarked, you can do what the hell you want.
I'd call it banana bondage #2,
I call it whatever you want to call it. So anyway,
or call it whatever you want to call it.
yeah, there you go. That's a good name. In other breaking news, which not really breaking, but I guess it was made official that we know for a fact Shenzhen and somewhere else, I forget the other place, is officially closed for a week, which would obviously be this week.
Yep.
I don't know how much that's going to interrupt services for products that are being made. There's no telling, but because it's not like things were just rolling in like crazy already. So this ripple right here, we might not see anything, like cause and effect with it. So who knows?
I can't even get a hold of people in China. They must be like really under the fucking.
They're hiding in their high-rise hotels over there. Who knows? But anyway. So, and then on top of that, there really wasn't much as of products like, I guess, getting to people. And now it's really kind of not there. So, I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's it. But I could have swore I've seen this thing somewhere like 20 years ago.
It seemed like they had one that was like leather wrap that looked like that.
It's got some fake leather in the back right there.
Oh, well, there you go. The only thing is, I feel like a broken record because I feel like I say this all the damn time about, it's slowed down, shit's not coming in. It's just, I'm still, I guess, kind of in shock. And I'll just say maybe over the past year, because you'll see like a little little kind of like raise and things, and you'll see some products get in folks' hands, and then it goes dry again for a while. But it's like this one really has seen dry right here.
I wonder how like the few products, the few collaboration products that companies have done with reviewers, how they've sold, if they're or if they've been pretty horrible,
Yeah, I don't know, man. I
like
don't
what the
know.
numbers have been.
I mean, the only product I'm looking forward to right now is the new Burrow device because even though I'm excited to try it, I'm just as excited to try that damn Voltro because I want to see what that shit's about. Because again, I guess I haven't got to experience, I guess, a more direct lung type burrow than what I've had in the past. It's been kind of a little restricted direct lung, but this one seems to be, going to have a little bit more horsepower under the hood. So I
I
don't
want to
know.
see what everyone's raving about.
Yep. David Blackman, thank you there, sir, for the donation. He says, I'm a cheap son of a bitch. You don't have to be that way. You
You
don't
are
have
cheap.
to. But yeah, I don't know. It's definitely seemed a bit crazy here. And who knows? Who knows when shit's gonna kind of, even though we all know what it's gonna be when they get back going, pretty much either a pod system or a disposable pod, either which way.
Pretty much. Those are the new norm.
Kid, negative, sir. He said ST is going down the rabbit hole. I will not go down that rabbit hole right there. But I am curious to try this one. I'm curious to try what I'm going to have in hand. But even like, all right, let's just use Garlington for an example. Garlington's been invested in some of these real high dollar bridges and shit like that. And he says they're good. I just I find myself having a hard time thinking that I'm going to pay $200 just for a bridge.
Yeah, but sometimes people will say something's good just because they spent so much money on it,
True.
and they want to kind of, you know, feel like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just can't wait to try to see if everyone's a sellout or if I'm going to be the sellout. If it's really that good.
Yeah. Well, we're about to get our shot at it. So, I am, it's kind of sucked because we've been sitting on the actual bridge now for a couple of weeks and we can't do shit with it because apparently we have no devices to use for it right yet. But yeah, I've been curious. But the way Ginger has designed his, I think it's even going to work a bit better in this one as of like the amount of airflow you're going to get off of this one. So,
And that's my only question about the boxer. So what's the name of this boxer? Do we know?
it's funny. There's probably been multiple names. You'd have to look on the site to see. I don't think I've looked on the site to see the technical name for this thing yet. I guess it's kind of sad. I should know this, but I don't.
I'm assuming it works with all the other Boro tanks.
Well, it's just like this. I mean, if you look on his site, you won't see the stump on there at all. But we've got everybody convinced you should say stump instead of the micro boxer.
Is that what are they calling that?
The
Like the
micro boxer.
micro?
Yeah. So I guess you can call it whatever you want to call it if he's not really giving it some type of, but he's not really big in
Names.
yeah, he's more like it's either the Boxer Classic, Boxer Lipo, it's just something like that. So
I don't know, but like naming products makes it a little bit more fun.
it does. It kind of
That's
gives it a little bit more personal touch to it. But yeah, some people have called it the stick and capitalized the ST on that, which I think Ginger himself started that shit off. But I don't know. We shall see. I'm guessing because again we always talk. I'm assuming maybe next week we should have these. I think So I don't know, but
Are you gonna like build and use yours first before you do like a video, or are you gonna do as you? I'm
you know
still
what I
debating
think I'll probably do, and I'll just go ahead and tell folks I plan on doing a video on this device. But probably what I'll do is I'm at least going to do like a video, which obviously putting the build in this thing is not going to take that long to do. There's not much to it. But I'll probably film myself at least putting, the coil and stuff in it and then just kind of kick it to the side. So when I do my video, I can incorporate it. Because I would like to use this before I actually, just take it straight out the box and, because I am curious. But what
I
about
remember
you?
back in the day when I used to get excited about certain mods. I would actually do a video unboxing the mod and then showing it off, and then doing a video like a week later talking about the mod. So doing like two videos on
Yeah.
one product. That was rare, but I did it occasionally.
Well, for the times we're in, you almost have to now just to keep some content flowing on your channel.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
I did see that you got some, I mean, it's not like knock you over, but it seems like you got some pretty decent views on your RDA video the other day.
Thank God for that, because if that video did not hit over 1,000, then that would have been it. I would not have done any more vape videos.
Well, I
I would
don't
have
know
been
about all
done.
that, but
That was the I put like effort into that video. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go back. I'm gonna be like professional. I'm gonna tell a story. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make it as like as good as possible. And if this video does not get views, then that means all these people that are subscribed to my channel don't give a fuck, and I'm done. So luckily, it went over 1,000. I'm here. I'm sticking around. So
well, you were sitting there talking, and I was about to type it in, but you were going to end it, and I just kind of left it alone. But you did. I mean, there's a bunch of staple RDAs out there, but there's one I'm kind of shocked that you didn't mention or nobody mentioned in chat. One of my old favorites, the Goon.
oh, the goon. Totally
Nobody,
forgot about that.
nobody kind of mentioned. But again, there's quite a few of them out there, and people can start ringing names off, be like, "Oh yeah, I remember that," and damn, that was a good one. But the Goon was one I think I used. I don't want to say more than any RDA that I've ever had, but I put a lot of wear and tear because I bought what? I bought the original. I bought the second one. I didn't buy the LP though. I didn't care for that low profile one, but
I got it from somebody, but I didn't even open. I think I gave it away because I never even opened it. It was too small.
yeah, the LP was to me garbage. I don't even know why. Well, I know why they did it. I just don't think it was a hit, but
I
uh,
got a bunch of atomizers that are not like super old, but they're old. That will keep me busy. Maybe
yeah.
do like one a week like that until the videos drop under like 500 views, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm done.
I mean, I guess if I was into cranking out more videos than what I do, and apparently I just mainly do the shows. I mean, me and you both have kind of a plethora of old shit that we could break back out that's not like cheesy shit. There's some good stuff in there that you could just like, I don't know, reminisce on, whatever the case might be. But I don't know. Sometimes I'm kind of the same way. I'm sitting here thinking, damn, do people really want to do this? And how much effort do you want to put into it if you only get just a few views off of it? It's like,
Exactly. I mean, usually it's going to be products like with what I'm going to do. It's going to be products that you probably can't even get a hold of anymore unless you buy them used.
yeah,
So are people really going to want to watch this? Like, why do they want to watch something? But then again, they might own this RDA or atomizer, or So far
true,
so good.
true.
So far so good.
Well, I'm curious to see what you're going to be digging around, breaking out. Yes, I know. That's one of Ginger likes messing with me about my Kanger Tech. And speaking of that,
You still got one? A sub tank?
it's somewhere. I don't know exactly where it's at, but I guess he thought he would be funny because, and I forget exactly what he did send me now a while back, but he had a brand new box of the coils from that thing. Y'all remember the square coils that it used to take ages
Yep.
ago? Apparently he had some, so he sent them kind of jokingly. And then when my newer boxer showed up in the stump, he actually sent me a clear glass tank for it that I guess he had. So apparently that tank was one of his favorites back from the day with him having all this shit, I guess. I don't know. I've never, well, he's in chat. Was that one of your tanks you enjoyed, or was that just something you just had? Because I never even asked you that. Mm,
Oh, yeah. He said I can name the burrow box. Don't tease me like that, Ginger. Because I'll name that thing and it'll sell out in a heartbeat.
what?
You'll be making a million of them just because the name is so awesome.
All right. I brought it to the table. Now it's your turn. I named the stump. What name can you think of off the top of your head for that device that's going to stick and that everybody will use?
I need a little time. I need like 24 hours to think about it.
I mean, as soon as I seen the device, when Ginger showed it to me, I says, "Man, you ought to name that thing the stump right there." It was just like that quick,
Yeah.
and it just, I don't know.
It's got to be something. It's got to be like a name that kind of gives like a finger to the billet box in a way, but without calling it a billet box. It's got to be a little something.
There's got to be like some sarcasm in it, like going
Something.
towards
Yeah.
a billet box. I
Little
got you.
sarcasm, little that only certain people might get. The
Okay,
stump stick. We got the ginger box. That's not actually bad. The ginger box.
that that's almost got like a little twang to it there. The ginger box.
Ginger box.
I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't
Rick
matter. It
Ross.
doesn't matter. Whatever good, even if you came up with the best name, he's not going to use it on his site. He'll
No.
let everybody call it that. I love giving him shit about that right there, but I think you could come up with something. Damn, Swearingen said the Clone V2.
Woo wee.
Damn, he was going in
So
deep on that one.
the Clone V2 would be the whatever the hell that mod's called that just came out from what's his name. That would be the Clone V2 because that's a goddamn clone right there. I'm just tired of calling this thing the triple boxer. I just wish it had a name.
Well, you can give it a name.
Yeah, but then if you name it something, people are gonna be like, "What's that mod called?" I can't find any information on it. It's a big black what?
I think I think he's kind of held true to all that. I don't think he'll ever change like really giving certain names to certain things, I don't think. I don't know.
There we go. That'd be a good idea.
What?
Something named after his brother. That'd be a good idea.
That would be a good one right there. So we'd have to incorporate something with Rob.
Hmm. That'd be really cool.
I don't know.
Yeah, I need time on that.
Mark's got Mark's got like a week to come up with a name, which even after tonight he'll forget about this,
Yep.
and we'll hit him again with it, and he'll be like, "What are y'all talking about?" So
Won't have a clue.
yeah, you might as well just give that shit up.
Mm.
But what else good's happening? Ain't really nothing good happening in the news. Anytime you turn shit on, it's death and destruction. That's about it right now. But
It's. I've been just trying to watch other stuff just to clear my YouTube feed. Just stop recommending like war shit.
because you probably got nothing but India Today
Yep.
feeds on your shit going, right?
French TV, India Today. I I've been trying to find like video. I even want to talk about the war. I'm not even gonna bring it up. Just
You definitely went down a rabbit hole here the past couple weeks with things, so
yeah, I've been trying to get my mind off it. It'll drive you nuts after a while,
it
especially
will.
watching like these news stations. Like they just make up shit.
Oh, it'll definitely put you in a different place, man.
Mm-hmm. What's Mike Vape's real name? I believe it's Michael Vapes. His real name is.
Yeah, but he goes by Mike, but it
Mhm.
is Michael. Well, it's Mister Michael Vapes.
But now that he's retiring, I think he's gonna change his last name.
It could be Mike Details coming
Yep.
pretty soon.
Detailing with Mike.
Oh man. I'm
Do-do-do-do-do.
guessing, I'm not too certain, but I think Mike's going back home here pretty soon. I think.
That I thought he said he's going to be like actually in the air.
He could be
So
flying the private jet back right now. So if he is, I don't know why he just didn't come on the show. I mean, he's got full internet hookup and cameras inside that private jet to be on there.
that's what I'm
So
saying.
I don't know.
Hippie, what high school did you go to? Because I hope to God that's not how you really spell website.
I just
Woo!
noticed. I just
Put
noticed
Terry to
that.
shame.
Damn.
Have mercy.
Yeah, I think Terry might be rubbing off on Happy right now. I don't know. Uh,
I'm trying to think what else is going on. Anything? Hmm.
yeah, it's sad right now. Like, I mean, other than what happened in Tennessee, which is very, very uplifting, other than that, there just really hasn't been. I can't think of much. It's
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
yeah, and I
But
can't really.
I haven't been on Facebook either in a while because everything on Facebook is fucking Ukraine, Russia this and Ukraine, Russia that. And it's like, oh, I can't stand it anymore.
If it's not that, it's everybody. Which I get. I mean, it's just the way it is. But
Yeah.
no, what I'm gonna say is that at first, yeah, kind of cool, but I'm kind of at that point. You know, when people overdo things, it seems like I guess everybody that I know on Facebook wants to take pictures of how much it just costs to fill their tank up.
Oh,
And I'm
yeah.
kind of getting burned out with all the gas pump pics, but you know, a lot of people that might be their highlight in the day right there. That could be the most money that they've ever spent in one shot filling their car up in these day and times. So I don't know.
I haven't even asked Angela how much it costs to fill the van. I think if she told me the price, I'd have a heart attack.
It's nuts. It is nuts out there. I will say this though, I feel kind of cheated. So Friday evening, I went and topped my tank off just because I was a little concerned that things were going to go up a tad bit more. And I mean, where they're at now, it's like it doesn't even matter now. But so I did that Friday evening, and then come to find out a few days later, gas actually went down.
Oh shit.
It dropped off by a penny.
Ooh, god damn, that's good.
Think of what I could have saved with that penny right there. So I don't know.
James, no, the dot pod did not make best of 2022. If
Do
you watched the
what?
video, I did not mention best of 2020. The dot pod from or the dot plus from dot mod. They made their own disposable.
Oh my God. Wow, they put some vibrant colors on there like they typically do with their shit.
Yep, really good tobacco though. I say that.
And why didn't they achieve 2022 pot of the year?
Um,
No payment?
I don't know actually. Maybe no payment. Maybe I just
Oh, shit.
They said that this whatever this the AIO whatever the hell it's called V2.
Hmm.
You this side of the door looks so weird. Like this side, It just looks like it's. I don't know. It doesn't look right to me for some reason.
Is that a little billet boxy thing?
Yeah, it's like the. What did I review from Aspire a while ago? It reminds me of that. Yeah, it's like a little
Oh,
billet
so they've
box.
got like a little proprietary type tank in it.
Yeah, the Aspire. Was it the Aspire Mulus or something like that? It looks exactly like that.
Have you been using it, or you just?
No, I just took it out of the package
Oh,
a
okay.
while ago.
So I'm guessing that one's getting low ratings before it's even up on the YouTube.
I don't know. Let me turn it on first, and I'll let you know how bad it is.
Is it an 18650?
Yep, 18650.
Well, there's kind of a fail.
I haven't when they emailed me, I haven't heard from Dotmod since like the Peachtree RDA. I'm like, holy shit, you guys realize who you're emailing, right? And they're like, yep, we know who you are. We want to send you, since you're the king of pods. And I'm like, well, if you're gonna send me pods, you better send me one of these. And they
Yeah.
said, okay, we'll send you one.
I think you could have gave yourself a better name than the King. You should have said you are like the disposable pod god or something like that, because I mean technically you are. So
No, it wasn't the Spire Minus. It was the Mulus. Yeah, the Mulus. Exactly. Thank you, Stylus.
Kim wants to know, will Fagan Industries ban export of the bulk to Russia?
Negative. All sales are open to and from Russia.
As long as you're paying, Mark is delivering. It doesn't matter where you're at in this world.
Business is business. I can't help it. People are at war, but I got to make that money.
Yeah, he's all about the money. So
Yeah, bulk's available anywhere in Russia. Even though I'm not making a penny off of it.
so that's all you've got left then, right? Is that
That's the
device?
highlight. Yep, I got that and that. So I'm going to string these out to last me a good week or two.
So you're gonna have to use a little filler on the channel then, right?
Yep, I figure Monday I could do my little vaping flashback thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to do videos every other day. So if I do that on Monday, I got a review on Wednesday, and then the show on Friday, and then the other thing on Sunday. I'm pretty much, I'm good.
There you go. Yeah,
Yes, North Korea also available in North Korea.
when you hit my level, I'm gonna know things have just gone. When you're doing just one video a week, and that would be a show once a week. That's
It's pretty much there. I mean, technically,
yeah.
I'm curious to know what Mike's situation is going to be like when he gets back. Like if he got anything, if he didn't get anything. I'm curious to see because
Yeah. From what he, yeah, I don't know. We've kind of chatted, but he didn't really allude much to anything. But I don't know. Yeah,
he's like I consider him like one of the bigger reviewers. Like if he's not getting shit, then I'm assuming nobody's getting shit. Unless of course you're selling yourself out for disposables like I am, then
well,
you'll
even
probably
at
get shit.
that, that's
Yeah, that's even kind of
that's
drying
slowing
up.
down. Yeah, and I can get a good judgment off of, you know, I guess because I am subscribed to you, Mike, Matt, a couple of others, and when I'm seeing more of my other shit that's not vape related popping up more, and like it's like Matt barely even pops up now. So, you know,
Slowing down.
I don't know.
Hoping for like a big wave of like Chinese billet boxes coming out. That's what I was hoping for.
To
But man, they
compete
can make
to
each
compete
company can make like four of them. So you have like 20 or 30 come out in 2022.
it'll give Ginger some good competition to go knocking at his door.
Mark became a better reviewer and goes straight to the point. Whoa!
Damn.
I don't know what videos you're watching, Omar. I kind of lead you on for a good 10 minutes and then I get to the point.
Yeah, it's like I said, I've actually had three disposable companies hit me up. I'd say within the past month, and then I haven't heard anything else. But it's and then actual. I was shocked. There was one that was just a pod system, wasn't disposable, and I'm like,
Oh,
really? But
uh,
no,
music.
no big stuff.
Music. No one likes the music talk thing. I don't think people. I don't know. I think a good 80% of the people that are subscribed to my channel are probably not even on YouTube anymore. Because
Could
who
be.
knows what the people that are subscribed to my channel like? I don't know. I think a majority of people started subscribing to me early on when I was more serious, and then when I started getting kind of goofy and crazy, they kind of stopped watching. I don't know. I really don't know the audience. I mean, I know the regulars,
Well,
but outside of the regulars, I don't know what they like.
and then we all kind of realized there was a burnout period where everybody's shit was dropping off, views, subs, everything. David Swearingen, thank you for the donation there, sir. He says it all comes down to you either get busy living or get busy dying.
Oh yeah.
We used to say that quite a bit and we kind of dropped off. We might have to start picking that back up again. It would be fitting for these times, I think.
It would. Thank you, Ron. 33. Ron's here. Now that
Thank you.
Ron's here, we could start.
There you go. But it did. There was a noticeable drop, and it seemed like it kind of happened to everybody. It wasn't just like one person. And then some people took a little harder hit. Like I think Mike's always been gaining subs, but his views have kind of dropped, not by much, but a little bit, enough where he could tell it.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of your subs kind of you lost a decent little chunk there.
I lost some, and then my subs just froze. Like I don't go up or down now. My shit just stays right there.
Yeah, because you were over 140, and now you've been holding like at what 137 or some shit like for a long time. And then mine's been froze for years now. So, but
I mean, I get people get kind of burned out and tired of watching the same old disposable, but if that's what companies are sending, I mean,
yeah, but too, I kind of realize, and you know, a lot of people might not see it like watching these and kind of paying attention to numbers, but obviously we do look at numbers because it's just a part of all of this. But over a year ago, like on a Tuesday evening, same time as what we're doing now, when I used to have anywhere from 500 to 600 people in here watching, and now I'm looking at we're barely turning 150 right now.
I
You
don't like the
know,
plumes at hazard. This is horrible.
and it's not that I'm sitting here bitching. We're just sitting here rambling on talking about shit. But yeah, it's pretty crazy that it wasn't just like a kind of like a slow drop. It seemed pretty drastic and like very, very noticeable. It's kind of like everybody at the same point in time says, you know what? I'm sick of this shit. I'm done. I'm done watching this shit.
I wonder at what point everyone started kind of dropping off, and what was it like? It had to be something. Was it
Well,
like the all the politics of it and all the advocacy shit that was
I
driving
think
people crazy? Or
I think myself a lot of it had to do with. I mean, we've always been in that doom and gloom situation, and we're like, when we've heard things from people, and it's like we're saying, look, hey, you better do this. This shit's coming to an end. But then we come to find out it still just kind of keeps rolling along. Well, I think when a lot of people heard that, major doom and gloom was happening, they were kind of, you know what? Why even keep up with this shit anymore?
yeah, I wouldn't
But
doubt it.
David Swearingen, thank you for the donation there again, sir. He said, where's Marvin? I would suspect that Marvin's nurse forgot to wake him up. And when she forgets to do that, he's just in a stupor all night long. But he could pop up in there very, very easily.
I watched the Rip Trippers video on Mike's recurve, and it was unreal what he has turned into. Now I got to go watch it just to see what you're talking about. I
What
know
is,
somebody said he was starting to do these like weekly vape vlog thingamajiggers. I don't know what the hell it was. I haven't watched it, but
well, I don't understand what that comment meant. What?
he's the most phony I've ever
Oh,
seen.
whoa, whoa, whoa. I didn't see that part the most funny. Okay. Well,
I gotta watch
Robert
it.
Scarelli, what's going on, brother? Thank you for the donation there, sir. He says, I'm with you boys to the end and beyond. Well, thank
Thank
you
you,
very
Robert.
much, sir.
You'll be
And
in
then,
hell with me.
and look who snuck in the damn back door. Mr.
Ooh, what's it?
Christopher Roop. He says, I'm always watching. Don't ask me why. I don't ever ask you why, but you're probably out there in that stretched GMC work truck that cost, $500,000-$600,000 just chilling out.
I it happened when the FDA started to crack down on USPS and vape shops closing. I felt like it was before that, but I could be wrong.
It did seem a little bit before that point in time, but two, I think we're guilty of doing it. At least I'm guilty of doing it. Anytime that we've heard like some crazy news going on, like say shit going on where it's going to be harder to get stuff, we're kind of preaching to y'all, hey, you better do what you got to do to get shit now. Stockpile, do what it is. You hear that a couple of times, and people are probably like, man, I might as well get some shit, or I might as well just be done with this shit and just, and then they've lost interest, whatever the case might be. But
Or they said fuck it all and kind of just took all their shit and tossed it to the side and just started getting pod systems and disposables. In which case, you really don't need to watch reviews for shit like that.
you know what's, I like the Steve thing here, but that's also a true comment that he just made. He said the numbers dropped when the business meetings dropped.
Oh
That
yeah.
that is also true because
Yep.
I have noticed, back in the day, probably I guess we weren't supposed to be doing it, but we were doing it and nobody was saying shit. Even when you were putting it in the title of videos, things were being given away. And those videos would get a lot of views because people were just wanting to do what they needed to do to be able to get their shot at getting whatever.
And they
But
were being were like by the tons. Like if a company were to send, let's say UL would send me 25 things, that means they would send Mike even more, Matt more. Everyone
yeah,
usually had the same giveaway going on, so you could enter like 5 different giveaways. It was crazy.
yeah, your chances would be much greater. And I don't blame anybody for that. Hell, I mean,
Nope.
the opportunity was there. It just like on the show, because y'all know we did it every single week forever. I mean, hey, when you're pulling from chat and typically, I don't know, obviously you're going to have a lot more people watching than what's technically being in chat. So your chances are pretty good that your name's going to get called at least one of these weeks. So why not do it?
I mean, the reason why the giveaways, at least on my end, why the giveaways stop is just because the companies slow down like to a halt on sending extra stuff. They would barely send because I always ask them to send two, one for me to use and one for me to like crack open fresh on camera.
Yeah.
And even sometimes then they'd be like, "Oh, we could just send one of them." So it's like, yeah, the giveaways you can't even do anymore if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if they were still sending me like 5, 10 pieces like before, I'd still be doing giveaways. I wouldn't give a shit.
It would be cool. I mean, to still be able to do shit like that and not have any worries of being in trouble for doing it. But yeah, I mean, these folks have to shut folks' channels down for doing shit like that. So
Yep.
look at Hippie. Hippie coming in with that 99 cent right there. I feel like if he was at the house, I'd give him one of those little 99 cent cheeseburgers.
Why not a full dollar? Wouldn't it look better? And it might actually turn the color a different color if you went 1 penny above 99 cents.
I think when you're at the 99 cent mark, it doesn't allow you to put a comment in there. It just shows your name. I think you got to do at least $1 or more to actually be able to type in it.
That'd be pretty shitty if you you donate and you can't comment unless you spend a certain amount of money.
I'm guessing this is one of your peeps in here.
Vegan fangirl? I have no clue. Probably some dude. A picture of a penis. It is a picture of a whoa. What that is a what the fuck is that?
Well, you know my eyes, I can barely see shit, so. But apparently I'm aging gracefully, and Mark's still the hottest, though. So we know that's some bullshit.
It looks like a severely overweight either guy or a chick. Like I'm talking massively overweight. Wow.
Raja, thank you for the donation there, sir. He says, hashtag the stump. There it is, folks.
Stomp on the stump. It's
But
a
yeah,
dollar
man,
six with the Apple tax.
I do miss the, I mean, obviously I still like doing this because I'm here every week doing it, but it was pretty exciting, or it seemed like there'd be more excitement to it. Man, when you'd have a shit ton of people watching and you would have like, you could barely read chat, there'd be so much shit going on. Those were fun times.
Yeah, and
But
there's like with all that many people, there's always somebody that was going to bring up some kind of topic or something for us to talk about. So we were never like, you
yeah,
know,
we never be like, I wonder,
what are we going to
because,
talk about tonight?
I mean, here we are tonight. This is 346 times of doing this show right here.
Mm.
That's a lot of damn time. You realize when the summer hits, which we're a few more months away, I think in July, this will officially hit 7 years.
Damn, that doesn't even feel like fucking 7 years. Wow.
7 years of doing this shit. So you got to say, 7 years of doing this and constantly trying to think. I know a lot of times we sit on here and just bullshit for a while, but 7 years is a long time to be consistently doing this.
Yeah, I mean, even though we're not doing a lot anymore and we got really low view, we're still doing it. We still got people watching, so I
Yeah.
feel like,
Oh
some
yeah.
kind of achievement.
I love the folks that are still watching. I'm glad. I'm glad that we still have what we got watching.
Yep.
Now
Most
look, I say I kind of nudged Hippie a little bit. So Happy Hippie, thank you for the donation there, sir. He says, okay, get a gallon of gas on me. Actually, I could get a gallon and maybe a few drops off of that one.
Da, 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 da. We need another corn on the cob, I'm assuming you meant, contest or butter eating. And those were the good old days.
That was fun right there. But too, that was in a day and time when like because you know Mark was the one throwing up the damn goodies on that one. Mark had some damn good goodies he could throw up for shit like that. So
Yeah, they want something in return for that shit, which I don't
oh,
blame them with too.
they really wanted something. That wasn't something that a disposable pod system was gonna pay off. They wanting $200 and $300 mods or some shit like that.
Definitely the chick that ate the can of dog food. Yeah, she wanted something.
Yeah. Chris Roop says, "What the hell? I've been here for 7 years. Damn, you getting old, ST." Roop, if I remember correctly, I can't remember now. Were you like just a hair older than me or me a hair older? I can't remember.
Thank you, Terry, for taking over. You will probably outlive me. Probably so.
Yep.
You see that Tom Brady is coming back to play football. He filled up his gas tank. What?
Brady decided not to retire. That was more of a strategic move. That was planned all along. But Mark doesn't know football, so don't get
They
Mark
sound
started on
Brady.
this
I'm thinking
shit.
of the Brady Bunch.
That's exactly who it is. He was the main star on the Brady Bunch.
I just keep watching, waiting for Mark to lose it. There might be one day where I have a breakdown and I actually might lose it on camera. I don't know when that day will be, but I'm pretty sure it will happen.
All I can say is it better happen on your channel because the words that
Wait.
will come out of your mouth, you need to shut your own channel down and not mine because I would like to be the one to lose it on my own shit and have my shit shut down. Unless, yeah, I can't have somebody else stealing my thunder on my own channel.
It'll happen one day on my channel, that's for sure.
Root, you were 35 like 35 years ago, so
30, you ain't no fucking 35 years
hell
old. Get
no.
the hell out of here.
He's 35 in heart and mind, but the body, no.
Mm, um,
That would be something cool, though. I mean, obviously, if you plan it, it's fake, but what if you were just doing something on your channel and you just finally had enough and you just smooth just went the hell off talking? I mean, were you, what the hell?
I fired a mod.
Oh, like where you got uncontrollably crazy that somehow YouTube's seeing it and they just shut the stream down midways as you're sitting there screaming obscenities.
Did I be like, fucking, I forgot her name. But I'm like, if she can pull her titties out on camera and not get shut down, how the fuck are you shutting me down?
I'm certain there's a few choice words that can get your shit shut down real quick. I don't know, maybe not shut down, but at least the video removed and maybe have a little spanking to it.
I think it would take some time for YouTube. Let's say if you were live and you were doing something like really illegal, I think it would take YouTube a little bit of time to kill the stream.
I don't know that.
Don't think so?
We've seen streams in the past where people were getting nuts and all of a sudden, bam, the stream was gone.
Yeah, maybe. I think if enough people report it, I don't know how it works. I have no clue how it works exactly.
Now that could be true too. You might have a bunch of people reporting it all of a sudden that turns the key for them to look real quick and then they slam it like that, but I don't know. It would be an interesting thing though.
What was their names again? What was the couple name? Uh,
Who are you talking about?
the chick that used to pull her titties out on camera.
Oh, low budget.
Low budget. There we go. Those are the good old days right there. Nothing like kicking back on the weekend, just checking out those two. Crazy. Those two are just
Yeah,
out of their fucking mind, man. They should not even been on the internet, let alone on YouTube.
that's true too. What Brent says, the audio subtitles might trigger something. So somebody
Yeah, you're right.
they could see some shit going on possibly.
$7 a gallon in Canada? Holy shit.
Dude, that's cheap, man. You ought to be thankful that's all it is. Even though I'm just kidding. If I had seen those prices at the pump, I'd be like, no, it ain't happening.
Wow.
Man, that would take. Man, it would be what 100. Hold on, man. You know my math's bad. I want to make sure I'm dead on before I say something stupid here. Let's look real quick.
Yeah, I won't be protesting anything at the mayor's office. The protesting, the government, they do what they want to do. This protesting shit, just a waste of time.
$182 if I had to fill up.
Holy Jesus Christ. Wow. Jesus. I wouldn't even fucking leave the house.
$182 to fill up.
God damn. I think it's time to buy like a little moped or a little scooter or something.
Now, Here's one gentleman that's probably been on the floor since early this morning, drunk off his butt,
There
and
he is.
just kind of waking up. Bachelor has just joined us, so I know he's been in a stupor all day long because that's what Bachelor does.
Full time. He drinks more than Terry does actually.
Yeah.
But he don't drink beer. He drinks the hard shit.
Yeah, he drinks Fireball. I don't think that he has a liver left anymore. I think they had to put something in him.
He makes coffee with Fireball. He doesn't use water. He
Yep.
puts Fireball in the coffee maker. I, s- I still got my Fireball shirt too. And the
Swearingen's
shirt you sent me.
David Swearingen's a little concerned right now that Marvin hasn't joined us yet. He thinks something might have happened to him. I'm telling you, Marvin's nurse just hasn't woke him up this evening. I mean, you don't get to be that old and have full function of things. You know, you get a lot of help.
They were throwing the candy back at the mayor. Were they really at the parade? I didn't know the parade even happened yet. That goes to show you how much I pay attention to
They
my
ran
local.
the mayor. Oh, really? Damn. I
Does
thought
anybody does anybody in chat know how to cook a corned beef and not make it so soft and like
you want it.
chewy
You
and
want
just
it
like
more crunchy.
I want it like a little harder, like like you're chewing leather. I don't like it mush like ugh.
You
Every
like
time we make it in a crock pot, it comes out and it's just so like I don't know, it just seems like fat.
so you want the little diced potatoes to be like a little on the crunchier side and not so chewy.
Yes. So this year we bought another one, even though every year we buy one, we make it, and we say, you know what, never again, because we don't know how to cook these fucking things. We either overcook it or, because I hate, oof, sit on it, Mark. I could try sitting on it, but I don't think that's going to do anything.
No, I don't think that one's gonna do
Might take
anything
away from the
for it.
flavor. Cook it for 6 hours. I think if we cooked it for like 8 hours,
Now, how are you cooking it?
crock pot. Maybe that's the problem.
Maybe you should try this. Now, you're doing homemade or you're doing it out of the can?
No, we're making not corned beef hash. We're making corned beef and cabbage.
Oh, I thought you said corned beef. Never mind.
No, not corned beef hash. No, no, no.
I thought that's what you were saying was hash.
That would be nice though. Corned beef in a crock pot and finish it in the oven to dry out and add some crunch. That might be a good idea.
Or you could do this. You could just throw it in the air fryer and just cook that shit.
I don't know, just put it in the microwave. Deep fry. I wonder if we could deep fry one of those. You could deep fry turkey.
I mean, it seems like everything else you can stick in an air fryer. You might as well put one of them some bitches in there.
Corned beef is already cooked. You know what the hell are you talking about?
Corned
Corned
beef
beef
is
is not cooked.
corned beef is already cooked. You're only heating it up 4 hours in a crock pot.
Are you smoking crack? That shit is fucking raw meat. It's got blood on it. How many pounds? I don't know how many pounds it is. It's one of those Vienna. Well, you guys aren't from Chicago, but it's Vienna. I don't know how many pounds it is. It's just a
That's what I
normal
was.
size one.
That's what I was gonna say. For 8 hours, it's gonna be pulled pork like barbecue for that long.
Yeah, maybe we cooked it too long. Maybe that's why.
Bachelor, you know you eat that shit, son.
Cook it like a brisket on a smoker. Have to soak it for a day or so and change the water 4 or 6 hours to get rid of the salt. Will still be a little soft, but we'll have a nice bark. Woof woof. That's a lot of work, though.
I think you should go get y'all should go rent one of those deep fryers that you would use for a turkey and sit out in the driveway and try that shit.
I mean, because they deep fry a lot of other shit. Have they ever tried deep frying like beef, like ground? Like, what about a deep fried hamburger?
I mean, they deep fried, Snicker candy bars, so why not?
Yep.
You can do anything deep fried.
I was thinking, what about putting it in a hot frying pan and like searing it and then putting it in either the crock pot or the oven?
Look at you turning into like little Susie Homemaker over here trying to make some shit up.
I'm just trying to figure out how to not make it so goddamn just mushy.
I don't know. Dude, I mean, you've got the tools at your fingertip.
The internet.
Yes, sir. Anytime that I've thought of like early in the day when I've been in the mood for something that requires me to have to look at the internet for maybe some, things that I need like for the recipe, I look up Google and start looking up how people have prepared a dish that I want so I can stop by the store and grab a few things, but trial and error is what it takes sometimes.
Dude, half these recipes on the internet, they never come out like you get all the ingredients, you measure them out, do everything you're supposed to, and the shit never comes out it does in the pictures.
See, with my problem is that like I like onions, but they'll say only like chop up a few onions for this. Well, I'll go above and beyond. And if I'm adding garlic, I kind of go maybe a little overboard on the garlic because I want a little bit. So when I start kind of like tampering with the recipe some at the end when I've made it, thinking of all the extra good things I put into it because I like them,
It's like shit.
the final taste is not the best in the world sometimes. So it's like, damn, I should have stuck with the damn recipe on that shit.
Make a meatloaf. That's what my idea was. Either that or just go buy the shit at like a restaurant or something. They sell like usually like bars, they'll sell like a $20 plate with all the shit. Like fuck, go buy that. It's already cooked and ready to go. Get a thermometer and learn to use it. Your food will taste so much better.
See,
I don't care about the taste. I care about the texture.
well, that's kind of a new one, but
Like it
anyway.
can taste like shit. I don't care if it tastes like, but I want it to be like
So if
rough.
it's crunchy and it tastes like shit, it's fine.
Like I want it to be like a like hamburger meat texture.
Well, let me ask you this before I forget because I just seen this. That's well, maybe not one of the most widely things that you could really go ham on, but what is a good meatloaf preparation for you? Or what's good about a meatloaf to you? Do you like it a certain way?
I like use 1 pound of ground beef and 1 pound of ground pork, uh, egg and barbecue. You got to put barbecue sauce, breadcrumbs, and the onions have to be sautéed or grilled first. Don't put the onions in the meatloaf raw. I hate when people do that. Oh, I hate that.
So you put barbecue sauce in the mixture?
Yep, a little bit in the mixture, and then like the last whatever half hour, you kind of paint the meatloaf with barbecue sauce. Shit's good as hell.
See, I like ketchup on top of mine. I
That's
would
usually what we used to do, but
yeah.
try barbecue sauce next time. It's really good.
I don't think I've ever tried a barbecue sauce, but that does sound kind of good right there. But I know a lot of ways that people prep, meatloaves. It's kind of like, again, all over the map of what they're putting into it. So I don't know.
I've heard people putting like bacon and shit on top of them, and I've never heard anything crazy though. Usually it's like the typical, pork, beef, breadcrumbs, egg.
Yeah, I don't know. So you see where these shows are going now. We're gonna start bringing you pretty soon. It won't even be from the studios anymore. It'll be live from the kitchen, and we'll have our little chef hats on, preparing meals, and we'll have cameras all set up in the kitchen where you can see what the hell's going on. Of course, we'll have to actually do it like some of the shows. we'll already have one made and prepared, but we'll prepare one and stick it in the oven. And
And
then, so because we don't have that kind of time period to wait on shit to cook, we'll magically pull the cooked item out. We'll sit at a table, we'll cut a little professional slice off, take a bite, and we'll sit here and talk about it.
you know, it does take a long time to cook, and I've never made it, but I've watched this guy. I think it's like older videos, or he just makes his videos look old. Teaches you how to make McDonald's shit, and he taught people how to make McDonald's French fries.
Are you talking about the old Western dude that's always outside?
No, this guy was inside,
Oh, okay.
but he
That,
was like, he was actually measuring the thickness of the fry to show you how to cut them that thin, and
mm,
then you got to like soak them in salt water. You got to fry them for like 2 minutes, take them out, freeze them, fry them again. Like it was a fucking process just to make the perfect McDonald's French fry. I'm like, shit. After that, you might as well just go to fucking McDonald's and buy the goddamn things.
I can't remember the guy's name. I'm sure if I looked it up, I'd find it pretty quick. But there's a older gentleman. Uh, I'm guessing he used to be a cowboy, but he does all his cooking outside, and he kind of shows like that old school type cooking shit on the grill and stuff like that. But he's always making shit replicating like a McDonald's hamburger, except he puts his twist on it. Of course, obviously, it would be 100 times better than what you're going to get from McDonald's,
Nope.
but he does all kind of shit, and I guarantee you, it's damn near impossible. You could have a full stomach and watch the shit he's cooking and get hungry because the shit looks so damn good.
I might be the only person in the world that actually enjoys McDonald's hamburgers. I think they're good as hell. I love them.
Kind of, I guess, like, say, I feel like I've mastered a good hamburger that I can constantly replicate because I put certain things in it,
Mm.
and it's always awesome. So I can never go anywhere, like at least to a fast food place, to get that kind of deal that I can do. But
Well,
if I, but the one place I used to love, and I'm talking years and years ago, if there was one place that I always loved to get a burger from, and people are probably like, is Burger King. They always, to me, used to have the best one.
I think the best would be McDonald's, and then I'm talking like fast food hamburger, not like gourmet
Well, that's what I'm talking
burgers.
about too.
Yeah, like fast food burgers. I would say McDonald's number one, Wendy's number two.
Burger
Wendy's is
King's not
probably the most.
gourmet, thank you, but anyway.
Yeah, Wendy's has to be the most realistic beef, I think, out of all of them. But McDonald's claims that it's all beef now.
I don't know, dude. After watching the video about how chicken McNuggets are made and seeing what's involved in that, and then you kind of start seeing some other things, it's like I lose it for these places, man. Because like, oh shit, man.
Did you
It's
watch all the videos of the McDonald's, like the farms and everything with the cows and chickens and all that, and how they
I've
raise the?
yeah.
I guess McDonald's like they opened that to the public, and I guess there's people in there that filmed like all the animals and shit, and how they
Well,
take care of the chickens and shit.
I can guarantee you from what I've seen, they're not using the chickens running around out on the yard to make chicken nuggets. So
I think they were all inside of a nice dark
yeah.
building. I think.
I think that was more for your eyes to see to make you feel like you're getting the real deal, but it's not. So,
I think Tyson makes their chicken nuggets, if I'm not mistaken. Which is funny because I hate Tyson nuggets, I hate anything from
well,
Tyson.
they say that Tyson does, but they say that the the breading that's on them, that recipe is strictly for McDonald's. They're the only people that can get it, so they don't outsource that to anybody else.
Yeah, because you could put a McDonald's nugget in the refrigerator and it'd still be crispy the next morning without even heating it up. Like that's fucking magic right there.
Mm.
In and Out Burger. I tried them when I went to I forgot where we went to. They're all right, but they weren't like what everyone made them up to be. Like, you got to try it in Outberg. You got to try them.
I tried it and it wasn't. So when I was in California last, matter of fact, when we were at the event, it was like me and Matt, suck my mind, Matt. A couple of us were having a few drinks in the little hotel bar, and we got hungry. And I said, "Well, shit, I got a rental." I said, "Let's go grab something to eat somewhere." So like 11:30 at night on a Friday or Saturday, I can't remember which night it was. We went to an In and Out, and there was still a big ass line, like to get, because it's kind of a little small establishment, but the drive-through lines are like out in the street. But I'd never been there before, never had tried one. And after I got it, and I'd heard so much that, like, oh, you got to try one of these, it just didn't do it for me. Maybe because it's a West Coast thing, and that's kind of like how they like their shit. It's not the same for the way I like my shit.
Yeah.
Richie Drums, thank you for the donation there. He says, excuse me, hi guys. I'm going to start trouble. Mark, you say you won't pay $300 for a billet, but you do realize Ginger's new burrow is about the same price.
Well, the reason I won't pay that much for a billet box is because the design and everything that goes into it hasn't changed. Like, it's been the same fucking thing for like the past 10 years. That's the only reason why I would never. I just wouldn't buy one. If they did something different or if they update, I mean, there's been slight little changes here and there, but I don't know. I just feel like it could be something a lot better for the money.
Richie, all I can tell you is, in a week, you're really about to see some sellouts coming. Just be prepared, son.
But I
I'm,
mean,
I'm, I'm kidding.
if I get Ginger's mod and I don't like it, I'm not gonna say like, oh yeah, this is like. I know you guys probably expect me to say I'm gonna like it, but I don't
No,
like it. I'll tell you, I don't like it. Hopefully, I don't piss Ginger off, but you
well,
know,
I think it's just again, I'm going to stick with what I said before. I don't think maybe I gave my first one a fair go around. But I will say this. There is a bit more work in a billet box that normally I don't want. You know, my style of vaping now is lazy, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm not somebody that likes to get into all this intricate shit, constantly changing a coil out, doing this and that, having to re-wick 20 times a freaking day. I've gotten lazy, and that's perfectly fine. I've
and that's
done my I've done my full circle in life with this shit.
yeah, and that's what my experience was with the billet box. Someone else's may be different, but for the billet box and the burrow tank I had, I found it to be a pain in the ass. Having to slide the glass just to fill it, and then every time you slide it back, the O-ring would pinch, no matter if you lubed it up or not. It was just, I thought it could have been a lot better for, especially for how long it's been out. I mean, what Ginger is doing is the same thing. Well, not the same exact thing, but kind of in the same ballpark as what Brian did with the top side to squonking. Like, squonking was the same shit for the past fucking 10, 15 years. No one ever really changed it, and then Brian did the whole top fill thing, and it brought a lot more people into squonking. So this might bring a lot more people into billet boxes, or it may be the same thing. Who knows? Is it expensive? Hell yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. It's a really expensive mod, but
But
that's
I
what's
mean,
popular now. So
yeah, but I mean, it's, you know, I, and I'm sure I'll be corrected on this. I don't know if I've really so much sat here and actually bitched about the price of the billet box. Now, you have heard me make like remarks about, well, and I just made it earlier in the show. It's hard for me, and of course, I'm just giving you my opinion. It would be kind of hard for me to stomach dropping $200 on a bridge when I know what a bridge looks like. and it just doesn't seem. Now, there could be a bunch of intricate milling work done to this thing that requires it to be that price, whatever the case. I don't know. It's still kind of hard to fathom that's $200. I mean, you're $50 to $60 off the price of the damn billet box itself. So it's kind of like, it's pretty crazy that stuff like that is priced as high as what it is. But believe me, I've been in this damn shit long enough where I've seen things, I've spent money on things that I can't believe I did that I would have told myself years ago I'd never do it and wound up doing it. So,
Yeah, the billet box kind of set the price for all these other devices, you know. And this, if you want to get into that kind of that side of vaping, it's expensive. I mean, you can go like the route with the Pulse AIO, but you know.
yeah.
And Jason just said this comment. Where'd it go? Oh, I wanted this. Where'd you say it, Jason? Because I couldn't believe you just said this. I want to jump through the screen and just slap you. Hold on. Slap you in a nice way, though. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? God damn it.
No reason
There you
for.
go. No reason for the billet box to change. I just wish it had a 21-700. That's a change. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Little changes like that they could do to better improve this thing for, you know,
Yeah.
for the times we live in, for the price they're asking. That'd be one of them.
I mean, it's like this one right here, the side by side. I I'm 100% more enjoying this because it is ran by a 21-700, and with the wattage that I run it at, I never have to think. Well, I mean, I can go days on this battery because I'm not using this exclusively, but it sits at my desk, and you can just keep going and going. It's not a battery I'm gonna run down quicker, you know. But a lot of people prefer 21-700 devices over 18-650, and you know, I can get Billet Box made something that constantly keeps selling out, so why change it? Why change it? You know, you might as well stick. If you're on to something hot and you've been on it, why change it? Some people just don't care for it anymore, though. They want to see changes, and there's other people that have stepped up to the plate and made changes, and you know,
And I'm kind of the opposite. I actually prefer dual 18650 or 18650 over 21700 just because I have more of
yeah.
them. I never invested that much into 21s.
David Swearingen, thank you for the donation there. He says, I agree, ST. The bridges are the most overpriced thing in vaping.
Well,
It,
there's other things that are way pricier
there, I
than that.
mean, yeah, there's a lot of things out there, but it does trip me out, though. It does trip me out.
Yep.
Some of the prices on certain things. But I was going to mention, but I was keeping my mouth shut while Mark was going. I never ever thought I would spend the money I did buying that Skatua tank. Never thought I would do that, and I did it, and that's crazy price to me. I mean, yeah, it's American made, but still, it's a lot of money for an RTA.
But I mean, like some of this stuff may cost a lot to make and manufacture, but it also may just be its price because, you know, that particular, like, you know, industry or whatever, that particular style of vaping just so happens to be in the pricier, you know, more expensive range. So they're going to price it high because people are going to pay that price. Like, why come out with a American made billet box and only charge $100 when you can probably sell it for $300, $300, and people are still going to buy it? You'll make more money. I mean, people are in it to make, the businesses are in it to make money. They're not in it to save you money. They want to make money just like, you know, everybody else. So
Yeah, hippie, that's an OD green.
OD, OD. But a lot of the I don't know. You call it other countries, foreign countries. I don't know, like the German made and the Swiss made and all that stuff. Those atomizers, they cost a shit ton of money.
Hell yeah, they do. Just go on some of the sites and look at the price. We'll go on that damn creme de la vape thing that we bought our GT4s off of. Again, another fine example. It didn't cost as much as the Skatua, but it was definitely up there in price just for an RTA. I mean, it's a very nice RTA, don't get me wrong, but a lot of people would sit there and go, "You're crazy for spending that kind of money for an RTA."
Like I wouldn't mind. I would spend that much on an RTA if it was really good and I knew it was going to last me like years and years to come, and I wouldn't get tired of it. And if that was going to be like my all-day vape for the next couple of years, I'd spend $200-300 on an atomizer, probably no problem.
And perfect timing, the king of all kings,
There he is.
of things that money just doesn't matter. He just kind of throws it at it and like turns his nose up to it. Mr. Ron Johnson, better known as Phenom Vapes, he says everything is worth whatever someone else is willing to pay for it. You should have done that in like a colored one where it was a donation, Ron. I mean, come on now. You're letting me down, but
If there's anyone that spent a shit ton of money on stuff, there he is right there, Mr. Phenom Vapes.
I will say this. Unfortunately, how's this going to go? I'm going to go before Ron. There's just no denying that. Ron will be on this earth longer than what I will. But hopefully one day Ron decides to break out his huge gun safes of all his vape gear that he's got. That's all brand new and priceless, and you can't. He gets it from places that we've never even heard of, and you'll never see this shit out on the market. But hopefully one day he'll do a video kind of showing some of his shit off, just so you can sit there and get pissed off and go, damn, wish I could have something like that.
That would be the best vape video ever to be uploaded to YouTube, I think.
That
If
would.
Phenom would show off his vape collection, people would shit their pants.
People don't realize, but if you click on Phenom right now, he has a channel. There's absolutely zero content on it, but the man's got like almost 2,000 subs on it. So that just shows you, just him putting his name on YouTube, folks are like subscribing and don't get to see jack shit from him. So there you go. But good Lord, we've given y'all 23 extra minutes tonight.
Holy shit.
That's like going way above what we normally would do. So hopefully things will be back in line. I'm hoping Mike will be back. Maybe we can get contracts signed and all that good shit. But I guess we are going to part ways and get the hell out of here. Phenom, we do need to see you for a minute here in a second. But so we're gonna get out of here. Y'all have a good one. Let's do that like little
Hi, guys.
perfect outro right here. So here you go, folks. Y'all have a good one.
Bum, 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 bum.
Let's see.